Good morning and welcome to this Wednesday edition of Morning Mindset. It is December 6th, 2023. Yowza, yowza. Before you know it, will be 2024. And I'll spend the entire month of January still putting 2023 on stuff, right? I'm not the only one that does that, am I? Let me know in the comments. Do you do that too? If you're here watching live, hey, this is what I need out of you: who you are, where you're from, what's in your cup, and what the weather is like in your area. We have got the Kiwi Guava Celsius. They should probably sponsor us. I'm telling you. How do I reach out that and say sponsor us, folks? I guess you know how? Because I need more views. So you guys make sure to like, subscribe, because it's like 67% of our viewerships, you're not even subscribed. So, hey, hit that button. As far as weather, I need to know, what type of person are you? Are you a partly cloudy or a mostly sunny person? Like, why do they got to tell me it's partly cloudy? Can't you just say it's mostly sunny? Or instead of it, mostly cloudy, can you say it's partly sunny? Can you put the positive spin on it, weatherman? Because there is a little sun out there. It's 36. It is December, so we should be up. We're ready for that. The other thing is 5 things. What are 5 things that you are going to accomplish today? So if you're here, you put those in. If you're team replay, make sure to put in team replay. And I still want your 5 things. What are you going to do today? So here's what we got. 5 things. I've got mock-ups. I've got stickers that need to be printed. I've got quotes that need to get done. I've got invoices that need to do, and I need to work on the website. So those are the 5 most important things that I need to do today. Now, we're going to check in. We're going to talk about last night. We're going to talk about some things I did yesterday and where kind of status is and everything. So let's see how everybody is doing this morning. Darren, good morning to you. 31 and sunny there in Topeka. On duty, hopefully better than Monday morning was. Captain has class, so I'm being shipped around. So not much for my 5 things. Stay safe. That's 5 things. Stay safe today. And we got T-Town over there in Toledo. Tim's got 33 out and a cold Monster Hydro to drink. Not bad. Tim's 5 things. He has got, I need to move that so I can see. There was a camera in my way still from last night because we made bows last night. So we'll talk about that. 5 things. Tinting a car recording a video about removing window tint. Very nice. Then I have 12 hats to do. Things to order for other embroidery jobs. Make a video still for the t-shirt and post one. This is tough, right, Tim? I noticed this morning that the video I did yesterday did not post. I failed. Day 5, I failed, right? Day 5, I failed. So that video posted this morning, and I'll make another one today and post it this afternoon to catch up for it. But man, making videos is tough. Editing is tough. So anybody that is in this challenge to make content every day, I would love your behind the scenes on how you are editing stuff and what you're doing. Because what I'm doing is I'm recording everything in StreamYard, and I'm using StreamYard just basically to cut out bits and pieces and put it together. So yeah, I need to, the editing, man, that's where I need to get better at for it. T-Towns already have the video recorded as of yesterday. It is what to watch out for this month for me, and giving us all shout outs in the description to go follow for the month of December. T-Town, I love that. I'm going to put that in my description for today's video. T-Town, all vids. So yeah, put that in yours, and I can just copy and paste it, put in mine. Like that. Good job there. Good job. Thanks for that. And then Barb, good morning to you. North Central Minnesota, 30. Headed to high 40s. That's like a heat wave, right? Water in the cup. Barb's 5 things. She's got quotes, customer pickups, embroider kitchen towels, work on 2024 pricing spreadsheet, and update product sheets. That's going to be something we're going to talk about here at the end of the month. I'm going to walk through because I'm going to write stuff out so that way I have it in my notes on shows that are coming up, so I can get all the information for that. So I'm going to make a note of that. Where is my handy dandy little other piece of paper on it? So that way we can walk through that. And she's giving her good mornings to Darren and Tim. What's up, Chuck? Good morning to you. 56 and sunny there. Peach Vibe Celsius. I like the peach vibe. I think the peach from the Celsius is probably the best peachy tasting thing that's out there. It doesn't taste so artificial like the other ones. Renee, good morning to you. 30 in Chicagoland. Water in the bottle. Coffee brewing. Working my 5. Hi, Darren, Tim, Chuck, Barb. There you go. Brian, good morning to you. 29 windy. I'm not down with windy. Overcast banners and hometown Christmas. It is time for that. You've been building for it. And hello to Chuck and Renee from Barb. And Curtis, good morning to you, Darren. I'm a mostly sunny, yeah, and cup half full. I'm down with that. Good morning to you, Facebook user. Now, Facebook and StreamYard don't always play nice when that comes up. F you come up as Facebook user. But if you head over to fatdadcd.com, that will get you into the YouTube side of things. And while you're there, we will be able to see who you are. Good morning, Dorina. She's up nice and early. It's another crappy day in SoCal where it's 58 and the sun coming up. Darn. Coffee in the cup, actually taking the day off to spend time with the family. That right there, that is an important thing to do. I think we've had that discussion of work-life balance a lot, and especially this week, this month. Probably I'd say those last 6 to 8 weeks of the year. Yes, we know a lot of us are going to be putting in, the extra hours to get jobs out, and that's fine and dandy. But you got to take time for yourself and your family because at the end of the day, the only one that's going to remember you working all these long hours are the ones that you're close to that you missed the things. You missed the games. You missed the practice. You missed going to the recitals. You missed the dinners. You missed just the time. So, there is that balance of work-life balance. And I've gotten a lot better at it. I can be in here 5 and 6 in the morning and I try and get out of here, between 5 and 6 every night. By Friday, I try and be done by 2:00. That's by the time I go pick up the kids on Friday, that's it. And then on the customer side of things, I really do my best to not answer anything after hours. Now, we have a handful of customers, that are just asking questions. They're not like being demanding or anything. They're just sending in a message, an email, knowing that we're going to reply the next day because we have those auto replies on there. But up from there, I'll answer, because they're decent, good customers. They're not trying to to be demanding or things, and a lot like, oh, I didn't expect you to respond at 2 a.m. and I just sent something at 1:58. Well, that's because I was up, so I went ahead and did it. But some of them start expecting that, like, hey, it's Sunday and I'm sending 4 messages in a row and you're not answering me. Why? Well, because we're closed. It's after business hours. I'm spending time with my family, and if I have to cancel your order, so be it. And so that's what we're doing. Even though our business is open 24/7, 365, I'm not available for that. And I don't think any of you should be that way either. If your customers are like that, maybe they're not the customers for you. So I think that's a good chat that we can have. And Angela, good morning to you. I got your quote. You'll get quotes on magnets today. I get quotes on DTF and those shirts, and we'll send the invoice over for that and quotes for magnets. I need to double check a few things just on the magnets on it because you might end up getting more because there is a minimum on it. And good morning. Good for you, Rena. Absolutely. That's right. Absolutely. Jerry, hello all. Have to watch the replay from last night. Had company. Speaking of last night, guess what we made? Bows. Like I'm still messing with it and figuring out, but I think for the most part, my 2 bows I did good on. For never doing a bow before, besides last week making them for the ornaments, I did pretty good. And then Corey just comes in and just like kills me with like this, just crushes it out of the park with that bow. So that's what we did last night. So if you missed it, go back, watch the replay. Bows. We did tree topper bows last night. We drank some drinks. I'm pretty sure I got diabetes. Man, those are some bad drinks. If you missed it, one of the ingredients was supposed to be peach schnapps, and the girls put butterscotch schnapps instead. Yeah, that's a very different taste, completely different profile, everything about it. I chugged those like a champ. I drank my dinner last night, and I didn't eat dinner, I think, until like 8:00 last night. I was just like, I'll find something in the fridge to eat, and it was leftover roast. So it was an interesting night. So we'll doing that again next month. Next month, like I said, I'm gonna go through that right now. I'm going to look at the calendar so then we can kind of plan things out. So we've got December 12th. So this is going to be TWT events. So 12/12, we have Bob in here from Fresh Horizons, and we are talking reputation management. And one of the things that I was working on yesterday with Bob is I am creating an estimator. So it's gonna give somebody a basic price. So you're going to be able to select a t-shirt, a hoodie, a long sleeve, and a crew neck. Those are the 3 on it. It's basically going to be a 50-50 blend. You can have print locations of 1, 2, or 3. You can have a decoration method if it's a single color or multicolor, and then quantity break discounts. So I'm building this out, I'm coding this out, and you'll be able to go in and change all your variables so that way you're able to do it. Now, the way to get this, you got to sign up with us, man. You got to sign up with our marketing team, and we will be able to send this to you. That way you can either we can install it on your site, depending on who you're using. Standalone, we can figure out a way to market it for you. But they got to put their email in to be able to get these quotes, to get that estimate. So that way it's going to show. And I think I showed it to a handful of people yesterday, and I think I got good reviews on it. I think it worked out well. Renee, did you click the link? Did you go play with it to see? Not go click that for me. And there might be a few other ones that I'm going to reach out to just to see how it works. But on Tuesday's show, we're going to talk that. And like I said, you sign up for it, we're going to give that to you. Then on 12/19, we've got Sarah in here, and we're talking content creation with Canva. 12/26, we're going to kind of just have a fun show. That's going to be a year-end review. And then we've got December 2nd. Or not December 2nd, excuse me. How about January 2nd? We're going to do our goal setting show. So we'll review last year's goals, and you're going to put them in there. I'll start making, and the reason I'm doing all this is I'm going to list all these shows. I'm going to have the links and everything for it. So that way we're able to go back and take a look at it. And then let's see, that's the 2nd. Then the 9th, January 9th, we're going to bring in Bob's going to be back in, and we're going to talk about I think it's accomplishing those goals with software, something like that. We're going to find the name for it. And then on the 16th of January, hair bows with Cindy. So look, I'm getting stuff planned out. Boom. How is that for you? Oh, on that, Sarah, when we're going to talk content creation with Canva, I actually have a Google spreadsheet that anybody that signs up for that one, there'll be a link for it, and we'll get that to you. But we're going to have a content creation calendar for you for the year next year. So that way you're able to plan stuff out week by week by week. And it should be good. So that's what we're looking at. We've got Bob next week, Sarah the week after, year in review, then goal setting, Bob again, and then hair bows with Cindy. So I look at that. I think we put it all out there for it. All right, let's see where did I leave off at? Brian, anybody have a suggestion on how to remove magnets from a customer's card left on for over a year? It's breaking. And pulling up. So the last time I did it was heat. It was heat because then it made it soft and pliable. And if it's already pulling up paint, you don't have to worry about it because it's already pulling up paint for it. But heat softened it up and it pulled it from it. We had one that we did the heat, and then we went right after it with the pressure washer. And I mean, yeah, it took off paint because it stuck to it there. But that's mine there. Look at that. Renee says it doesn't matter if the cup is half full or half empty. It's refillable. That is a great thing to say. Look, see, Jerry agreed. Rena says, I need an auto reply for my text messages. I believe that's available because you can set it to your, there's got to be a D&D, what is that? The D&D part of it, but you can only let certain ones through. So you can let family through and then everybody else, it can go to it. I'm almost positive. Do you have Android or iOS? Let's look at that. Let's look at the auto text responder and see what we got for it. Responder. You're very welcome, Angela. And Barb, I totally agree on answering emails and business texts after business hours. Yeah, and there's things as like a lot of you guys I consider friends. Like we're friends, we're family, we'll do anything to help each other out. And so sometimes, you might have a question, and because we've built that relationship, I don't have a problem answering. We've established that relationship, and it's not always like order related, right? We're chit-chatting. I mean, Renee and I, if you don't know, on Sundays, when the Bears are losing, we kind of go back and forth, and we have a good time with that. And that's our Sunday thing during the Bears game. It's like watching it with friends. We have that. I have that, Brian. Where me and Brian will send stuff back and forth that we see with Sarah. Same way. There's a good handful of you that I'm in group chats with, that we chat every day. That we message every day, that we keep each other up. And so there's a lot of behind the scenes things like that where I don't have a problem, answering, talking. It's like those customers that are so demanding. That's what it is, right? Check out those bows. I was pretty happy with it. I am pretty happy. Uh, Whitey's was dessert. I was going through it, and we had roast that. I'm going to be the only one that's going to finish it up, so I went ahead and finished that up. And then I had Whitey's, and my ice cream last night of choice was mint chocolate chip cookie dough. That was my choice last night, and it was phenomenal. Um, Barb and Rena, agree with both of you. I've gotten better at sending. I'll get back to you tomorrow when I'm back in the studio. Quick message, and then mark it as unread. And that's the tough thing. That's why I don't answer messages. Like, the worst for me is people will send like messenger messages, and I bet I've probably got 40 of them that are business related that I haven't got back to, because I tell everybody, go submit a quote through the website, because I'm going to answer this and then I'm going to forget about it, and then that's what's going to happen. So please submit that way it's in the system for it. I did not. Did I not reply? It was in our group message. It was in our group message. So go check that and see what you think. I mean, if go check it. Go check it and see what it is. Teton, editing videos is very thought for me, or tough. I'm getting tough. My iPad is so full. So after I make the edits, I have to move to the drive and delete from the iPad. So crazy how big these files are, right? And I've got the iPad Pro, and I need to. And that's the thing. And like I said, that's why I think just getting a Mac, and then my phone, I can drop all the stuff to the things, whether it's the iPad or the iMac, and just do video editing on that. I don't know. We'll see. Ooh, look at that. Jerry's going to be gone December 27th through January 2nd. She'll be gone to Las Vegas. Enjoy your time there, Jerry. Because, that's a good try. A steamer. That's how I just removed film. A steamer. That's a good thought. Brian, something like Gugon help. I think if you got right behind it, it might, but we'll see. iOS. All right, I'll put it on there for iOS. Let me look and see what we can find for it. It hasn't yet, so Gugon did not work. And poops from Renee. So a couple other things to talk about today. What is all over my phone? I don't know what's all over it. Oh, there's something all over my phone. We were going back and forth on a sales call last night, and this was right before thing, and somebody they're just having difficulty getting sales. They're like, I'm posting my stuff out there, trying to figure what should I do. And so that is going to be the topic of today's video, the video that's going to come out today. So I'm interested in knowing a little bit more about sales and what to do. Tune into that. To make the 10-minute video in a minute, basically ask yourself this. First up in here, who wants more sales? If you want more sales, I need you to comment right now in the comments. I do. I do. You do me that, and then I will give you the secret to it. The secret. And I will tell you, I don't use the secret heavily, and that was kind of the conversation. That was one of the conversations with Bob yesterday on how to do this, because I said, this is the thing. Now that we're switching, because we've got the Shopify site built, and we are taking all of our marketing stuff and we're moving it into it. The reason that we're doing this is, one, it'll now be able to show, our marketing efforts on a Shopify site, which a lot of people have, especially in the apparel decoration business, and especially in the personalized goods. So we can show this is what we're doing and this is how it works. And so we become more of a test site for it. I'm going to be an open book and show everybody everything. And so that's going to be part of it. So, that's what the purpose of that is, and we're gonna really 2024 is really gonna push hard to get more people in that, because as we were going through stuff, I got a thing from MailChimp. I think my MailChimp's going to $100 a month because of how many contacts we have in it, and I'm like, well, if I've got this and we've got our marketing stuff, I'm like, I don't need MailChimp, so let me ditch that and save some money and go through some of the other things. So let's see, let's go through and see. Jerry says I do. What is it? Deloach Studio says I do. Renee says, duh, to more sales. The fortune is in the follow-up. That is true, but there's one thing before that. You know what it is? Angela, Kelly, Jerry. Okay. So yesterday was Tuesday, right? We all agree yesterday was Tuesday. Here's going to be the kick in the junk question for you. How many people did you ask yesterday for a sale? Like, how many people did you ask? Did you ask 10? Did you ask 5? Did you ask 3? Did you ask 0? How many people did you ask for that sale? I mean, how can you expect to sell things if you are not asking for the sale, right? I mean, I ask every day, I ask something, whether it's to click on a link, whether it's to follow this page, whether it's to subscribe here, whether it's to do that. Go check out our stuff. That's something that we need to do. And I am doing a generalization with it where I'm just putting it out there. Like, here, go here. I'm not doing, the correct call to action. Go here for a quote. Go here to get this. And like I said, and we are really going to do better in 2024, especially in our marketing group, to put in, to not where we'll have systems put in, but to actually go through and just make sure that we are doing the things that we need to do. Like Brian and I talked about, we're signed up for all this different stuff. We've signed up for all these different trainings. We've done that, but are we implementing any of it? And a big part of my answer is no. Like, I take the knowledge, but then, it's just shelf help. I'm taking it in, setting it back there, and that's it. I'm not doing anything else with it. So I need to hold myself accountable. And I think that's where part of that marketing group is really going to help, because it's like, here's the idea, who wants to go in on this, so that way we can figure this out together. And so 2024, we're really going to push that side of it. Really going to push our Facebook ads. We should be caught up by the end of the week on DTF. Everything right now is 3 to 5 business days. By the end of the week, we're hoping to have that down to the 2 to 3. But there's still some issues of things to work through on ways that it's picking up some orders, but not all the orders. So we're basically rebuilding out the SKUs, and we're sending jobs manually through to make sure that happens. But it is definitely something to push through. Once we have that where it's at, then we're turning on the ads for it. And then it's, are we making sure that we're getting to the right market? When we look at it, we're going to start at $10 a day on ads. If we can generate one sale, somebody buys one 10-foot gang sheet, hey, it's going to be, that pays for it. So now if we get 2, then that's free money. So does that mean if I get 1 and 2 sales, then at $10, what happens when I do it to $20 a day, $30 a day, $100 a day? So we're going to walk through those processes and be able to show that off. And that's all on the marketing side of things. I'm going to have emails that go out every Sunday that is going to tell you, where's Todd this week? We've got morning mindset on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. We've got our Tuesday with Todd that's here, and sometimes we do the bundle drop. So we're going to make sure that that's all out there. When we're posting new video drops on YouTube, those emails will go out. So, we are looking to stay in contact every day. Everything's going to, have some kind of information, some kind of ask, something to do it. So, what are we doing to get out there for, to ask for those sales, So that's what I want to know. How many of you asked for a sale yesterday? How many sales did you ask for yesterday? Let me know there in the comments. Barb said, Brian, what about penetrating oil? Ooh, I used to take tar off my vehicle and didn't hurt the paint. Like WD-40? Good option there. What were your examples of asking for a sale? Hey, here's our DTF stuff. Here's this. 2 of the other ones that we reached out for was creating stores for them. One of them we were able to close. So what you want to do is promote the things you want to do. Like, that's the biggest thing. If you don't like doing something, why promote it? Like, promote the easy stuff for you to do, and ask people for it. Like, if you want to work with more businesses, right? You got a phone. We all have phones with it. How many people in your friends list own businesses that you could help out with a product that you make? Why haven't you reached out to them? Why haven't you posted more on your personal social media things that, hey, these are the things we do and we would love to help you out. What can we do to be your partner in business? Ask. Do we still get shipment notifications on our DTF orders? Yes. Yes. that is going to happen because it's everything should be in place by especially that part of it, because going in the system, going from Shopify to the print system to ShipStation pirate ship modified from there, then yes, it should go out and everything's there. We are going to it is a learning curve, but we're getting through it. FU Facebook user, good morning to you. None. I didn't post on social media yesterday. Why not? Right? Want more sales? Why didn't you post? I mean, sometimes, we have to look at, like me, I have to look at myself right there. I see myself. Hey, you didn't ask for enough sales yesterday. How can you expect to sell something if you're not asking for it? That's what today's video is going to be about. And so I'm going to talk about different things that you can do. That's today's video. So look for that to drop this afternoon. No, it isn't WD-40. It's called Kroil Penetrating Oil. That's pretty nice. Kroil Penetrating Oil. Man, I just recorded those 2 videos and was listening back to some of my audio, and the microphone was getting hit by my long beard, and I hope I can get rid of that later. Oh, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, see, and that's on like that whole editing side of things. Like, yeah, like how does that work? What I've seen a lot of the beard wearers, beard havers, is they'll put the clip on, especially if they're hat wearers, they'll put it on their hat. So I have seen that. Maybe that's an idea. You're welcome, Jerry. And that's, like I said, that's going to be today's video. Yesterday's video that ended up dropping this morning was on artwork for apparel decoration, and that was Creative Fabrica. Links are in the description, so make sure to check that out. You can get started with it for free. But that one dropped there. Today is going to be a sales one. Like how to get more customers with it, and the biggest thing is asking. That's what it really comes down to for it. Like, I don't know. When I'm not the greatest at it, even though we post stuff every day. We post a lot of comments. We post a lot of stuff. Facebook changed their algorithm on the way that they're paying people out. So, where we were making a couple $100 a month off Facebook, and the goal was here, if we're making, I think the biggest one was like $450. And prior to that, each month it had been going up. I'm like, well, this makes a lot of sense because I'm going to take that money and just roll it right back into Facebook into ads. So then they're paying me and I'm paying them, and it's just a wash. So, hey, good deal on that. But then they changed up their algorithm on what counts for payment and how payments are calculated. And so stuff before that may have been paying, a dime per view is now paying a fraction of a penny per view. So I can't count on that. The only thing I can count on is me going after it and doing it. The sales are the thing. And this is all Ryan's fault. Ryan made it. It's all his fault. This whole videos per day, and realizing that I screwed up and my video yesterday didn't post, so it posted this morning. Let's see. What did Renee just send me? No, Renee, I am not adding anything more. I mean, you with the base code, you can go in and do it. What I'm going to do is that's just a quote, because you see there, if you put anything in, you've got like a range, a 20% range, plus or minus, as just for your basically, because most people, unless they absolutely know what they want, a polo, but even on a polo, how many different styles polos? So that's why I went, here's a 50-50 blend t-shirt, long sleeve, crew neck hoodie. We all have access to them. I put the stuff in there. You're able to change that, but at least then it gives them kind of that instant quote. And then it has a disclaimer on it that this is a quote for an actual one. This is what you need to do, because there are some things in it. I think I got it covered with t-shirt, long sleeve, crew neck hoodie, print locations 1, 2, or 3, whether it's a single color or a multicolor. And the reason I did that is most single color stuff people are going to use, they're going to use screen printed transfers for. On the multicolor stuff, it can go back and forth depending on volume, or which way they go with it. Each one of those factors, it has a value associated with it on how we did it. So while some will look at me like, holy crap, I can't sell anything that cheap, go in and adjust those numbers. So we'll have it in there for it there. Right? Just trying to get people to upload more videos. And here's the thing, like Rye's big problem was, he's like, I just want people to post more videos. I just want you to get stuff out there. If you feel comfortable just going live, go live. Everybody except Fat Dad. Like, that doesn't count because you already go live. Thanks, buddy. So even though I went live yesterday, a video was still due. Even though I went live today, a video was still needed. It is tough, and I don't know if it's so much tough on to do it. For me, it's the editing of it. Man, the editing of the video is it's tough, right? So there will be a bit more info as far as the quote. This quote is for a 50-50. Yeah, because I think it says, I think when we click on it, it says it's for a 50-50 blend. And we can put in whatever, there's the different parts of codes that you can change, but here's the base one for it. You want to do 100% cotton, you want to do whatever. I just figured 50-50 blend is a good, decent thing. People are going to get it. And like I said, it's just a quick quote, right? And here's the range that it could be on it. Also in there, there's already setup fees and stuff in it, so you should be covered on a lot of that. So I think we did. We'll go through it and we'll play around with it, but yeah, go through it, and maybe a couple of the other ones I'll send it to and see what we got for it. Teacher said, yeah, I was using my Rode mic with the extra mic corded. Not sure what that is called, but man, I need to get that magnet thing so I can so it can go down more. Get that magnet thing so it can go down more. I'm interested in that. What do we get? What did you just send me a picture of? What is this? Oh, wait. What is it? What's the drop down? Yeah, from the drop down, the t-shirt, the long sleeve. And if you fill that out, like, do it up, Renee, like where you can change it, and then it will tell you if you just put one in there. So put in the garment type, where you select that, how many that you need in there, because it has it also broke down on tiers, and so you'll be able to quantity breaks. So I think I have that quantity break. I think at 12. 13. I think at 13 I have it. 13, 24, 72, 144, 300, 500, and 1,000. I think is how I have that up. So it gives them a rough quote on it, rough estimate on it. But yeah, I think for the most part, we can change to whatever you want for it. But I think it'll be good. And like I said, with that, you sign up for our marketing thing, we're going to give that to you, and you'll be able to install on your website. So it'll be on it. Hold, please. Got it. Chuck says, I have a hard time creating posts to advertise when not making a product. Like, Chuck, what are you having issues with? Like, tell me, like, when you don't make a product, what do you mean? Like, you just need the mock-ups for it? Is that what you're looking for? Let's see. 15, 2 locations, multicolor. Yeah. So see, there it is. What do you think? What do you think of how that one worked out for it? The only thing one of the things I think I'm going to get rid of is, especially like if you do one, it shows that setup in there. So it's like, oh man, estimated price per item, but like that gives you the total estimated, estimated cost, total estimated range. Let me know what you think. What'd you think of that? The DJI has a magnetic backer, and I don't have the DJI, but I'm sure I can make my own. Yeah, you've got a 3D printer, and that's another content video, right? I need something that I can't find, so I'm going to make it myself. Here's how I do it. That's what's going on with it. Can a Canva document be imported into an Ecwid website? Need a little more information there, Jerry. What do you mean by can a Canva document be imported into an Ecwid website? Are you talking just like a picture, or what do you need more with that? I get that it's hard to make post videos when you're not actually making something. Tried posting other random posts, but it didn't get any traction. Gotcha. So I think if you're not actually creating stuff, well, maybe you can though. Are you creating mock-ups for things? Are you showing those off? Because that's what a lot of what we did was, even when we got new bundles, like say you sign up for Creative Fabrica with us, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. It's $1 to sign up. There's really, really good deals that are off of it. But even if you're just creating mock-ups from it, and from those mock-ups, you can create, that 30-second video of, new design drops, and it's the carousel of just the ones, what's that word? Flipping between the images on it. So, you have that. what's your average day like for it? And if you're looking, daily is tough, and that's what we're figuring out. Even though we are live quite a bit, it's just the editing part of it. But what are other things that you can show and do? Can you show your process? If you're pressing that day. And here's the other thing too is, so let's say maybe you've got 5 different jobs, right? Well, maybe that's not one video. That's 5 different videos that you have out there, just showing that job being done. Maybe how can you break that up into more manageable pieces? Ooh, I didn't realize that autopilot is very cool. Great tool to have in the toolbox for sure. Yeah, I think that's going to be something that um, I think that's going to be I think that's going to be pretty legit. And like I said, when they sign up for it, we'll be able to add that to their site or have it in there for them to be able to go take a look at. But hey, I think that it's pretty cool. I think that for the most part, I've got to fix. There's a couple other things I want to play with, but I think for the most part, it's pretty legit. Jay says something I created in Canva, like a PDF or a PNG, be imported into Ecwid site without editing. What is it that you're trying to do, and where are you trying to put it? Those are the big questions. Are you just making an image to use as a description, or what are you trying to do with that? If you're trying to do that, then because like that, we'll create an image in Canva, and then we can use that image in as an image on a product in Ecwid. Is that what you're trying to do? Yep. Post snippets of an entire design process when I do things. Yeah, and record the whole process, because I saw somebody that they created 5 days of content with one project. And what they did was, and it was all like 30 seconds to minute clips. Here's the first one of us, the design consult, it wasn't that. No, they were making something to list on Etsy. And so they went through their design process. Here's the thing, they sped it up, they just did a screen record, showed it up, did a voiceover on it. And then it was showing them, listing it on Etsy and how they did that. And then it was, it was making the product. It was a laser piece. So they cut it out for it and showed that part of it. And they showed taking pictures of it. The last video of it there was actually listing it on the site, and it had a link to it. So you had 4 days of building up to this product. Here's us showing the design part of it. Here's us showing, the cut file for it, or, us producing it. Here's us taking pictures of it and showing it off. And then here's us listing it. We were able to list it. This is how we did it for it. And then there's the link to it. So from one piece, they did that. Now, if you do that for everything, let's say you've got 5 jobs, okay, that you're designing for whatever, how many pieces of content can you create from that? Yep, make mock-ups all the time, but then you start making more generic items instead of just custom. Well, maybe you don't need to do that so much. It's more generic, but maybe create more template-based things. Like, do I have one here where people can just change stuff out? Do I have anything close that would be template-based? Because we have a few template-based ones where it's like, yep, you can just change this out and add in whether it's grandpa, mom, dad, whatever, things like that. Enter your stuff here. So then here's an idea for it, but they're able to move from it there. An image and also a better background page. Yeah, absolutely. So if it's an image, yep, if there's an image and you were trying to upload it in for like your background in Ecwid, on the left-hand column of Ecwid, if you go down to website, then that takes you to the website side of things. And in there, then you can change the background, upload your own picture, so that way you're able to do it right there. They do have boring background pages, but a lot of times you just throw whatever you want in there. How about a TWT on making templates? How about that? Sounds like a great idea, Renee. What day should I put you down for to come in and show us how to make templates? See, there's my ask. What day do I sign you up for to come and show us how you make templates of stuff? For most of us, or for most people that know me, we use the Corel and the Design Wizard for a lot of it. It's so like right now, one of the hot sellers for us this fall, and it's starting to go here. I think it'll pick back up in the spring when she goes back on tour in the States, is the era stuff. So, like this, we have our Wildcat basketball era, in our Bobcat school era, in our pageant mom era, in our pageant era, in our swimming era, in our gardening era. So we've got, I think, like 7 different variations of it right now that are out there. And it's just a template. And all I have to do is just go in retype a word in Corel, and it's there. So I don't know how to specifically do that in Corel. I mean, I do. I know, do the 3 eyes, spread them out here, know how to make a live template with it. It's just easier for me to hit the button in the wizards. But yeah, we can do. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, look at that. That's what I need, right? I need that editing on how that works, because that's where I just get lost on it. I'm the one that needs help. Well, let's figure it out, right? What do you want templates on? Templates, give me some more information. I'm sure, like, hey, I'm booked out now. We've got shows scheduled for the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks. I could probably put a 7th week in there if we want to collab on this and you tell me what you're looking for, and we can do that in January. So I can make it. It was, wasn't it? It was. And it was even smoother for me to be like, so let's just do it. Just show me what you need, Renee, and we'll go from there. All right. The only way any of this stuff is getting done today, and there's a good mix of stuff that needs to get done today, is if I get off this and I go do it. So make sure to go over and subscribe to T-Town's page, his YouTube channel, and Rise YouTube channel. Rise dropping a behind the scenes video today. Can't wait for that. We will have kind of a salesy one drop a day on the sales process and asking for more sales. That's coming this afternoon. 5-ish, I think, is when it's on there. Yeah, I think that sounds right with it. We'll figure it out. All right. You guys have an amazing day. Peace, love, press on. We will see you guys next time.